An incredible crash in Whitehaven leaves 3 people dead.
The rest of the story is coming up on News Channel 3 at 6.
I'm Tommy Stafford in Northwest Tennessee. Old Man River's on the rise once again. I'll show you how high he's supposed to go and how folks are dealing with it just ahead.
I'm Anne-Marie Toad in downtown Memphis, and the fun has begun here at the Memphis Music Festival. I'll have a live report.
And frustration over a vaccination could wind up as a costly court battle.
It's all next on News Channel 3 at 6.
This is News Channel 3 at 6.
Old Man River's on the rise, but will it be as bad as it was just 1 year ago? Good evening, I'm Pam McKelvey.
And I'm Jerry Tate. Heavy rains in the Midwest may mean a trickle down of sorts here in the Mid-South. Days of record rainfall sent rivers, streams, and creeks over their banks of the Mississippi as far north as Iowa and in southern Indiana along the Ohio River. Emergency management agents in Evansville, Indiana have sent 50,000 sandbags to the area. It's hoped the worst is over, but hundreds of homes and businesses in 7 counties suffered major damage. Nearing the anniversary of the record floods in the Mid-South, farmers are once again dealing with the same problem, rising water on planted cropland. Tommy Stafford spent most of the day near Cairo, Illinois, in the Missouri Boot Heel, where folks are fighting the high water again.
Just 1 year ago, pictures like this were a common sight in the tri-state area near the Missouri Boot Heel. A rising Mississippi River creating one of the worst crop years ever.
This time last year, of course, we had a lot of crops planted. We had a particularly dry spring last year, and our water came much later.
And that delay of 2 weeks may very well save many farmers this time around. Most have had time to prepare for this round of floodwater.
I think we gained about 6 inches on the seawater last night that runs to the bar ditch. And if we didn't have the pump going, we'd be backing out into the fields now.
The main crop being threatened is wheat. In just a few weeks, it'll be ready for harvest, except for fields like these in the lowest bottomland areas. Though heavy rains in the Memphis area haven't been a big problem, to the north, where the Ohio River joins the Mississippi, it's a different story.
That's where the most or the bulk of the rainfall has taken place over the last couple of weeks. It's been relatively dry here in the Memphis area.
Some farmers may be lucky this time, but others won't.
We will individually, but there are some farmers that's farming lower ground than what we are. It's going to hurt pretty bad.
And Jerry, some of those farmers getting hit the hardest are in Lauderdale County. Now, we flew over Highway 88 just west of Halls, Tennessee today, and we found a lot of fields down there were completely covered underwater.
But Tommy, farmers are saying this year probably won't be as bad as 95. Obviously, that's because of the lower predicted crests along the river.
Right, that is one of the biggest reasons, but there is another reason as well. If you'll remember, the spring this year has been pretty damp and wet. That's one reason they haven't planted as early, so a lot of the expensive crops like cotton aren't in the ground yet.
Hopefully they'll stay high and dry this year. Thanks very much. Tommy Stafford down on the riverfront. Corps of Engineers has some expected crests at points along the river. In Caruthersville, it's expected to crest Monday at 36.5 feet. That's more than 4 feet above flood stage. Here in Memphis and in Helena, Arkansas, the river will also be up, but the predicted crests are still several feet